Soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little, education, soulful, inspiration, soulful, inspiration, a little, education, you love, learn something, uninspired and tired is a bad combination, and I'm sad to say that's a dark situation, but I'm thinking of you, so I'm glad to say I wrote a letter on behalf of how I feel today. 7 a.m. in the morning, ain't been to sleep. It's been a night type long and a rough type week. I'm meditating my life on the whole, pondering the where, when, how, ifs I can gain control. It's like a spin of the wheel or a roll of the die. They say that you can be a winner at the game of life, but I know the house don't play to lose, so you better know the math, how to make the move. See, I'm a student of the study, how to proper pursue a blunt portion of the profits produced, paying my dues, so I follow the lolly and avoid the fools. But this is trial by fire, so you must stay cool. One rule, envy is a powerful tool. Spy your spine all times, everything you do. That way, when the idiot's ear get act cool, you can crack those crabs and continue to move. You know, 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feel me. Remember back to the slenderest times when we pinched for the pretty penny nickel a dime, before the world seemed crooked and the gutter was fine, when it was good hood living and a peace of mind. Now that's over. Life will make a grown man sober, head aching, hanging over, feeling funny inside. We never knew the world worked on a bogus design to keep a brother buried deep, broken down and blind. Better still, man, it's ill when you look to find there's a chance to advance, most heads deny. Like a dream and a slice of the proverbial pie, we will remain to reside in the ghetto of pride. Ignorance is pure bliss, and these days provide plenty of it to keep a poor man pacified. I try to put him on the business of knowledge applied, but that's a pickle of a deal that's sour inside. But 7 a.m. in the morning, I'm open up. Long night, ain't been to sleep. I grab my pencil and pad, I'm open. I hope you feeling me, man. So many guys that I grew with died, resorted to doing crime and turned doing the time. I can hardly better speak to childhood friends and find every exchange features a fella falling the wayside. That's ill, but then it keeps a brother on bill mode, mentally locked and loaded, ready to deal with any form of friction you can fathom to feel in a world that wheels drama and fires at will. It bust from dawn to dusk and aim to kill, cause a lot of souls shook and afraid for real. So instead turn their head, tuck tail and chill, in the hopes not to cope, but that's whack. See, you and I are like a different breed, and we bring to the balance such a desperate need, the eagerness to elevate and evolve the scene, a better space, a better time indeed. Sincerely.
It was the voice of a courageous explorer, a man dedicated to the pursuit of man's knowledge and the expansion of his horizons.
Good morning. Here is Nathan Ivey.
Back from my hiatus, politicking on the latest. My name is Nathan Ivey. Welcome back to the Nathan Ivey Show. The last honest place in America. Brought to you by the good folks at Superlative Media. And today is Wednesday, May 25th, 2016, in case you didn't know. Good morning and welcome back. To your morning destination for interesting conversation. And yesterday was very interesting. They had a press conference over at the Avondale Town Center. Folks from Cincinnati know that whole Reading Road corridor is badly in need of development. Badly in need of development. And it was very interesting. You have your local government, the city of Cincinnati, working with local nonprofit organizations, working with churches, and in at least one case, you've got this new coalition, if you will, that's coming together for the redevelopment of a piece of property near, I guess that's like the Bond Hill Roselawn area. It's the old, what they used to call Swifton Commons. That lot near the Community Action Agency. Yeah, changes are coming. Changes are coming. It's very interesting. Lots of people was there, including members of council. Gwen Robinson was there from the Community Action Agency, the mayor. Numerous people were about. And I got a chance to catch up with a lot of the folks who had played a part in shaping the deal. And we'll play those clips throughout the morning. But first, let me say good morning to you. And welcome back to the Nate Ivey Show. I appreciate you. We broadcast live every morning at 7 a.m. from the city of Cincinnati. Don't let these folks fool you and tell you there's no alternative. There is. Okay? Everything is moving toward the internet. We're just here first. I'm not alone. I got to say what's up to the folks holding me down in the chat. And we got to kick it off with Jerica. She was first this morning. Jerica, good morning. She writes, hola. Daryl writes, good morning. Good morning, Daryl. How you doing? Good morning, Shannon. Good to see you. Mr. Hollywood. How'd you get that name? What's the story behind that? Good morning to you. Keena's in the house. She writes, I'm here. Good to see you. Good morning, Wanda. Hey, Deanna. What's Edward? Ed writes, good morning. OKC winning. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. If you're a fan of the NBA, well, then you've got to enjoy this. You've got drama now. And this is what the NBA has been missing. Some of that drama. I don't want to see an Eastern Conference, even though I'm rooting for the Cavaliers because their star is a son of Ohio such as myself. I just can't say that enough, can I? He's a son of Ohio. And but if they lose, they lose. Simple as that. I enjoy the drama. It's making every game, it's making every game the kind of game that makes me really want to watch it. And what happened to the champions? It's not over with yet. We'll see. But 3-1 with OKC with that kind of look in their eye, I've never seen Kevin Durant look like that. He looks serious. Whoever comes out of the Eastern Conference had better be ready. But what about that? What a letdown if it goes down that way. Again, with a team like Golden State, with the things I've seen them do, I'm not ready to count them out. It's not over. But it's pretty damn close. Reigning NBA champion, not world champion, but the reigning NBA champion. They set a record in terms of regular season victories. You got the MVP of the last 2 years, Steph Curry, who everybody thinks is like baby Jesus out there. They just love them some Steph Curry now. Everybody loves Curry. He needs to step his defensive game up. Okay? How the hell are you MVP and you're not even looked upon as a two-way player? As prisoners of the moment mentality, cats that never really played the game, overinflating things that really aren't that important to the game of basketball. He's shooting threes. Okay, but I'm not dogging him out. I'm just saying that would be very, very interesting. Tonight you got the Cleveland Cavaliers. Will they win? Tyronn Lue was looking like a rookie head coach last time, wasn't he? What the heck? Was LeBron even playing down the last 7, 8 minutes, 5 minutes of the game? I didn't see him. So a lot of things to discuss in the world of football. In the world of local politics, whoo, man. At 9 a.m. this morning, scheduled to be in a Hamilton County courthouse this morning at 9 a.m. is the couple that, if not for this plea deal, it looks like Hamilton County prosecutors were trying to get the death penalty. And this was the couple who, it looks like they abused their daughter to death. Abused their child. Glenn Bates and Andrea Bradley. And we've had this conversation before. And some people were saying that they want the death penalty for this couple. And basically, long story short, they neglected and abused their young infant child basically to death. I know, it's a terrible crime, isn't it? It's despicable. I mean, how could a parent do something like that? You don't love your kids. You know, how could you love your kids and you're doing this to a child? And what kind of person does this to a child? And it looks like they took a plea deal which, stop me if I'm wrong, it looks like they're going to be locked up for the rest of their lives. And prosecutors are saying that the mom tortured the toddler. Tortured your 2-year-old daughter. I said infant earlier. 2-year-old daughter to death. And the mother, and again, Hamilton County loves to trot out these kind of images, don't they? Oh, they just love it. They love it, love it, love it. Shout out to Hamilton County. If you're listening outside the Cincinnati zone, basically the city of Cincinnati resides in Hamilton County. And this is the region that delivered Barack Obama for the race of the state. And, of course, you know Ohio's a bellwether state, so you do the math. This is the battleground county in the country, period. Take some pride in it, voters. Woo, this is deep. This is deep, 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 deep. So they avoided the death penalty. This sweet child never had a chance. This sweet baby never had a chance, y'all. What kind of world, what kind of God, what kind of parents? We're living in the last days of common sense. That's all I can say. Do you agree with this plea deal, or do many of you have a thirst for blood? Are you an eye for an eye individual? Now, let me go first and say, I don't believe in the death penalty, even for these people. Even for these people with this horrible, despicable, unimaginable crime. I don't believe in it. Because the idea that one person may be put to death by the state, okay, all right, is more valuable to me in terms of making sure that doesn't happen than the value of taking someone's life because they took somebody else's life. That's just me. These folks might deserve the death penalty, but some innocent person is going to get caught up in a matrix of probably race. Let's be real hard here. Probably race, class, religion, whatever you want to call it, is going to die, right, on the government's gallows, so to speak. That's just too much for me. Call me whatever it is, but what's your take on it? What's your take? I want to get your thoughts. That's deep. That's deep. I'm reading that 1/3 in a new study, 1/3 of millennials, if you've got children who are millennials and perhaps they're in college right now and you're hoping they're never going to come back home, then take heed to what I'm about to deliver for you. 1/3 of millennials in a new study are living at home. The study reports that it's the largest concentration of people of that age living at home for that length of time than ever before. Get ready for it. Your kids are never moving out. Never. And depending on how they're set up, you know, with our tricky economy, they might be moving back in. How comfortable are you with that? Are you ready to live with your children for the rest of your natural life? Are you ready for that? Or do you have millennials or near millennials they just can't move out? And here's why. Because the jobs aren't paying enough. They're not attractive enough. Or either your son or daughter's just not talented and motivated enough. And or a combination with the fact that housing in America is at an all-time high. You know, you have all these conversations about all these other facets of our economy, but we rarely sit down and have a conversation about how unaffordable certain neighborhoods is. They're just unaffordable for a lot of people. And so when you got a millennial who's faced with something like that, I guess they stay at home with moms. You know, moms from mother to roommate, from daddy to dorm mate. You ready for that? You ready for it? Get ready for it. Good morning. This is the Nathan Ivey Show, currently 7:20 a.m. Giving you a rundown of what we're going to talk about today. Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby. Did you hear that little snap? Bill Cosby's in the news again, and it's not good. It's not good. Looks like Bill Cosby is going to have to go to trial. Yes. And